In Aswan, Egypt, a 2,300-year-old Isis temple stands. But it doesn't stand in its original location. In the 1960s and 70s, this entire temple was picked up and moved to save it from rising waters. Welcome to the Philae Temple in Aswan, Egypt.
Allow us to reintroduce ourselves.
Our name is GoingGoing.BackBack.
In 2019, we had 3 kids under 5, a new minivan, and a house full of things.
With our eldest due to start school in a few months, we decided it was now or never to take an extended vacation. And so we set off to explore the world and be back in time for his first day.
We were several months into our trip when the pandemic hit and schools around the globe shut down.
It confirmed the idea that was already brewing in our minds, that there was no better classroom than the one our kids were already in, the world.
We sold our minivan, gave away everything that couldn't fit into a suitcase, and became full-time travelers.
Join us as we very slowly travel the world, going, back. It is day 2 of our adventure to Aswan, and we are off to the Philae Temple. First stop is the Philae Temple anchorage to catch a boat to this island temple. Tickets to the Philae Temple are 200 Egyptian pounds for adults, about $6.50 US, 100 Egyptian pounds for kids 6 and up, and free for kids 5 and under. The temple is open from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Last tickets are sold at 4 p.m, with last boats departing at 4 also. The boat is 200 Egyptian pounds for up to 8 people. Like at most sites around Egypt, you will have your bag scanned and pass through a metal detector. Okay, be very gentle, guys. Everything here is very breakable.
Everything is so pretty though.
So pretty, right?
I can't get anything else because I have my drink.
Yeah, we can't carry this stuff in our luggage, guys.
They have over 150 already.
The anchorage here at the Philae Temple has a pretty impressive selection of souvenirs if you're in the market.
Hey, there's a fiddle.
Like with most places in Egypt, it is expected that you will negotiate. صباح الخير. America. Shukran. Your 200 Egyptian pounds will get you your own private boat, which will wait for you until you've finished exploring the temple and bring you back to the same place. Shukran. We were told that there's no crocodiles in this area between the dams, but we met several families who catch and raise crocodiles in the area, so I wouldn't be going swimming here. The views of the temple complex from your boat are really gorgeous, and the water itself cools down the area so it doesn't feel as hot as other places in Egypt. Yeah, we're heaps. You'll get off your boat onto a small dock where there are a few more vendors on your way up to the temple. Aswan. Okay, where are we going tomorrow? Follow the river down. Abu Simbel. Where did we come from yesterday? Luxor. Where are the pyramids? Yeah, so we've all traveled all that way. Pretty impressive, right? All the way from up in Lower Egypt and down in Upper Egypt. This is the kiosk of Nectanebo I, one of the oldest monuments on Philae. It is filled with Hathor-headed columns. Hathor was the goddess of love, motherhood, and music. island of Philae was the main cult center of Isis, one of the most significant figures of ancient Egyptian religion, and as such, the Great Temple of Isis is the most important and prominent landmark of Philae. The temple is entered through a monumental gateway called a pylon constructed by Ptolemy XII, 80 to 51 BCE, who can be seen on its outer face about to strike Egypt's enemies in a symbolic scene protective of both Egypt and the temple. A secondary doorway on the western side of the pylon leads into the birth house, and on the eastern side is the so-called Gate of Philadelphus, decorated by Ptolemy II Philadelphus. However, it may have been built earlier during the 30th dynasty. The main doorway of the pylon leads into the temple's forecourt, which is bordered on either side by a row of columns. A second pylon on the other side of the forecourt leads to the hypostyle hall, decorated by Ptolemy VIII in the 2nd century BCE. All the chambers beyond were decorated in the reign of Ptolemy II, whose name is the earliest attested within this temple. The chamber in the far end of the temple was the sanctuary, where the sacred image of the goddess Isis was kept. Where are you, Chichi? Chichi! I see you! Hi, baby. Where'd she go? Where is she? I found you! What happened? Okay. It is believed that Christianity was present alongside Isis worship from the 4th century, and many believe that it was the closing of this temple in 537 AD that marked the end of ancient Egyptian religion. Kind of smells like bats in here. Yeah, it's a sanctuary.
Is this where the mommy used to be, Mommy?
No, this was a temple, not a tomb. Get her.
I can sit down. Sit down on the ground.
Yeah. The island the Philae temple sits on now is between the Aswan Low Dam and the Aswan High Dam. The temple of Philae was originally constructed on Philae Island in the First Cataract. It's believed that the temple was intended to flood seasonally, but with the building of the Aswan Low Dam in 1902, the temple was underwater for 10 months out of the year. Before the building of the Aswan High Dam in 1970, the Philae temple was included in a massive international undertaking to save some of the many ancient sites that would go underwater with the building of that dam. Piece by piece, it was moved to this new island, and if you didn't know better, you'd think it had laid here for its full 2,300 years. We are leaving the Isis temple at Philae in Aswan. What did we think? It was awesome. Yeah? Out of 10, what are you giving it? 10 out of 10? 5 million out of 10.
It's Timothy. I gave them these many.
These many. Thanks for joining us at the Philae temple. Be sure to check out the rest of our videos from our Aswan trip. Going, back, back.